Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. I'm Alana from WinWin, and as you know, my one job is to help you to get your one job, especially if it's in the mining industry. Now, as you know, we get questions all the time about where do I get this license? Who do we recommend? What's the best RTO? So we went out and found the best RTO and truck driving school in the whole of Australia. So I would love to welcome Dot McKean from McKean's Driving School. Dot, hope I didn't ruin the last name.
Nah, not too bad, not too bad. All good.
Awesome. Dot, thank you so much. Dot and I we are going to be working together to send people to McKean's because without a doubt, they have been in the business for over 30 years and know their stuff inside out. Dot, thanks for joining me and tell me, so you've been doing this for so long, yourself and Ray.
Yeah.
What trends have you seen within the business or within the industry, should I say?
Oh God, there's been a lot of changes over the years. You know, from the old B class to you have an HR, HC, MC license now, and even now we have cameras in the truck from the department to keep an eye on everyone. So there's been, from many years ago, it used to be quite easy to get a truck license. Now it's hard.
Oh, great. That's not what people want to hear, but that's all good.
Never mind. Hey, you get a better driver out of it.
Yeah, that is definitely true. And a lot of people ask us, what's the difference between the A, the B, the Road Ranger? So can you explain that to us?
Okay, the HRA, which is, we'll take on that category, that's an automatic truck, which just like an automatic car, you put it in D and drive. The HRB is a synchromesh, like a manual car has a synchromesh gearbox. So it makes it easier to be able to drive, and it's a very popular class of license. It's the middle of the road. The HR Road Ranger is the most difficult license that we do have. For every gear, you have to engage the clutch 2 times to get 1 gear. Now, we also run clutch brakes to protect our clutches, so there's not as much damage. So it will take somebody twice as long to get an HR Road Ranger license to an automatic license.
Yeah. And what can what can the Road Ranger allow you to go on to drive afterwards that, let's say, the normal HRA can't?
Well, any manual truck. But the way technology is going, this is where it's a little bit difficult. The older machinery, a lot of them still have the Road Ranger gearboxes. But a lot of the new machinery, as people know, it's hard to buy a manual car. It's also hard to buy a manual truck nowadays.
Yeah, 100%. And I'd say, I mean, even from all the trucks that I've driven on site, pretty much they were all auto anyway. So, I mean, a lot of people say, what do I get, the auto? And to me, I always say, just get the B anyway, just in case you happen to come across a truck that does have the gearbox.
Yeah, well, the HRB synchromesh would be the most popular. It's the middle of the road. We do predominantly a lot more of those. And for the same reason, because it is a manual license. And I think a lot of people on site don't know the difference between A, B, and HR, because they're still a little bit older, probably mature, worse than me.
Oh, calm down, Dot. You're not that old. All right. Well, thanks for that. Tell us, a lot of people say, how do I've got my C-class license. What are the prerequisites to then go out and get, let's say, an HR driver's license?
Okay, so long as I've had a car license for 2 or more years, 90% of people are eligible to be able to do an HR license. That's the main requirement to become for an HR. Whether it be automatic, manual, or whatever, a person from an automatic car license can do a manual truck license nowadays. The laws have changed. Yeah.
Well, that smashed that myth, because everyone's saying, no, you need a manual license to get the manual HR, blah, blah, blah. There you go, people at home. All right, now tell us, what is the process from going, in that case, let's say somebody has an HR driver's license and they want to upgrade to the next class. How hard is it? What do they need to do?
Okay, if they've got a minimum HR license, the next category up is HC. All they need to do is hold their HR license for 12 months. Now, they can either do HC or MC. It's the same What you do for HC is exactly the same for MC, except you're pulling more trailers. So basically just 1 year to hold an HR license.
Well, that sounds pretty easy. And what about, tell us, a lot of people say as well, oh, it's such an expense to get an HR driver's license. What are the tax perks of this?
Well, it's fully taxable if you got a darn good accountant, and you get all your money back. So it costs you nothing and you're earning good dollars at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. Any training that goes towards helping you to get a better job where you are paying more tax to that tax man is a tax deduction. So obviously that's why you got to issue receipts. Happy days.
Yes, it automatically issued an invoice and receipt.
Fantastic. And Dot, you guys have payment plans for your truck licenses as well, don't you?
Yes, I do, because it's not cheap to be able to get a truck license. So long as they make contact with me, I can arrange some form of payment plan for them. And everyone's situation is different. The only catch is, so long as they have it paid off before we commence the course. That's all I ask. And keep in touch with their payments. If they've got something that has to be paid unexpectedly, get on the phone, give me a bell and say, look, sorry, I can't do my payment this week. Not a problem. We have a heart here too.
Fantastic. And that's why I love you guys. You're basically like my auntie and uncle that I've decided to adopt now. You guys, it's not just like a transaction of, oh yeah, give us the money, we'll give you the license. It is, trying to train up proper drivers and helping people to get opportunities that they might not have had. So
yes.
That's why I love you guys, Dot. All right. Now,
Rotorua.
Oh, no Rotorua bashing you. Tell us, Dot, we've got a lot of whānau over in New Zealand wanting to come over to Australia and swap their licenses over. What's the process to do that?
Okay, the first thing I would suggest for anyone coming from home is, instead of going through the smart gate, go through the customs and get your passport stamped with your visa. This is one that's quite crucial. It will make things easier to transfer your license over. If you hold a truck license in New Zealand, you will have to do the 10 questions and answer 8, and that will retain your license. Another thing is, it sounds a silly thing, is get a photo ID card. It gives you ID on who you are, and that. Open up a bank account with your address on. That all helps with your the transition of your license. If it's possible, get a TFN number. These all weigh into making it easier to transfer your license over. But the main thing is, I know we love going through the smart gate because it's quick and easy. Just take time out and get your passport stamped. And that will have your visa, which is one of the crucial things that we need here to transfer your license over.
And Dot, you guys work with companies as well to go out and to help their drivers to actually get their licenses. Tell us about that.
Okay, yes, the boys, Ray and our son, BJ, who's been with us a number of years, we go out to Dandaragan to help the communities, because they've got no one out there to help them get a license. Now, we do for the Shire and the local people. It's not fair with what's happened over the years. They don't have somebody to get their license there. So, yes, we do go country and try and help the communities out.
Fantastic. And do you have the capacity to potentially even go up to mine sites, Dot?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course we would. Depending on if it's private land or on main roads. If it's private land, yeah, not a problem. If it's on main roads, we do have to get approved designated routes from the Department of Transport to be able to do that.
Yeah. And then you'd probably have to get Ray some boots.
Yeah.
Ray is obviously Dot's lovely husband. He's the main trainer for McKean's Driving. All right. Now, Dot, anything else that you think might be integral for somebody to know about getting a truck driving license?
they've all got to want to do it, I suppose. Like, there's a lot of opportunities within the industry there, whether it be in the mining industry, town industry. There's a shortage of truck drivers here. And we do stumble upon some people who are not interested, and they can be dangerous on the road. But the majority of people, they want to be able to do their license. They want to better themselves. And let's face it, it's another qualification for them as well.
Yeah. And what do you find with the truck drivers who you guys have been training? What's the biggest challenge for them?
Traffic lights.
Roundabouts.
I think challenge is common road rules. We've all got a car license. We all get a bit lazy, and roundabout, traffic lights, and common road rules are the worst things. A orange light doesn't necessarily mean put your foot down and go faster.
Really? What about that thing called an indicator? Now, what's this thing that you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, no, common road rules are the worst things. And another thing that actually is quite common, because we have the departmental cameras there, the old nerves kick in. Once the nerves kick in, sometimes it can turn to cactus.
Yes.
Nerves are a big part.
Oh, that's not good. And do you have many people that actually just fail completely and just like, that's it, I'm not coming back, I can't do this? Or how does that go?
Well, we don't like that, but yes, there is one or two. We try to persevere and try and encourage them to keep coming, because depending on how much they've spent, it's a waste. If Johnny spent $500 or $1,000, don't waste it, because you're doing something good for yourself.
Definitely. So it's mentality, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can
psychologists here as well.
Same. I swear we all need a degree in it or something to deal with something sometimes. Yeah. But that's good. All right, Dot, I want to thank you so much for your time. And if you're watching this video right now, because you know of the awesome competition and the joint venture that we've got going on at the moment, the code word that you need is actually on the bottom of your screen right now. So to enter the competition, and thank you to McKean's for actually putting up a free automatic HR driver's license, or contributing that money to upgrading your license if you already have an HR driver's license. Thank you so much, Dot. And all you need to do is actually comment in the section below with the code word, share it to your Facebook, and tag WinWin in, tag our group in. So there's instructions right now on the screen as to exactly how you need to do that. So Dot, thank you so much. Where can people find you, Dot?
We're based at Unit 2, number 50 Boom Street, Nangara. We also have a yard in Malaga at 283 Victoria Road, but it is an unmanned office. If they want to come and see us, come up to Nangara, we'll help you.
Awesome. And at the end of this video, we're going to have all the ways in which you can contact Dot and the team at McKean's. Dot, thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome day.
See you later. Lucky time.